Hello, welcome back. Last time, Earth Tower went a lot better than I expected, or at least, I got it done a lot easier than I expected. Whatever that ends up meaning. So, I've parked myself here because I want to try Castle of Wind. I've looked a little bit at this room. I think all I did in it was traverse to the ladder before? Query, are there multiple ladders? This isn't another, fire tower situation, right? Where even is that ladder? Supposedly right in the center. Okay, here it is. See? You can see it clearly. It's right there. Alright, so most waypoints are active. This one is not. I think my first mission as usual is just going to be to get that active. How are you going to do that? Got some ideas. I think I have ways, assuming there are waypoints somewhere like, yeah, okay, let's see, so if I go... Problem is, if I go there, I can't really escape? Can I ride the... Okay, so my... If I go here, things I want to do include... Not awakening you, actually. Alright, for now I will allow you to simply exist here. Not exactly ideal, but it'll have to do. Alright, so if I went down here, yeah, sure, you can awaken, that's fine, just here, get sacrificed for whatever reason. What did that actually do? It opened this. Oh hey, a second ferry! So there's another ferry available. Okay, that's cool. Whoop, hold up. I want this to pass me by. Oh, you're looking at me. Yeah, good for you. That is broken. That is awoken. Ooh, you have, however... Okay, let's awaken you differently. So... How was this going to happen? Well, okay, I have a few ideas, actually. Let's break the ferry. And then how are you gonna get out of here? Yeah, I don't know. What opens this? That sacrifice altar. Yeah, I don't have a way out of here. Well, I'm gonna do this anyway, and... no, I have a better idea. I can just... You will idle there for a moment, then you'll get in my way. Can I summon you away from here somehow? That statue's gonna awaken, there's nothing I can do about it, that's okay. All I want to do is push these down and, yeah, sure. Activate that thing. Problem is, I actually have to do more than that. Alright, you... Could you just, like, not... maybe... I would prefer if you didn't. Well... You'll move one step, then I can detonate here. Okay, waypoint's activated. Cool. Now what? Now nothing. Now I reset the room and try to figure out how to do this a little more for real. So, okay. If I would enter like this... I have a flying snake up high and I'm not sure what I want to do with it. Cyclops there, that's right. You make moving around more difficult. So right, there's this switch down here. No window in that spot. That opens a way to... Okay. Some of this is stuff that I did on the first visit when I was first trying to activate waypoints. I'm not sure what that bomb bug is about exactly. It's holding this down. Which doesn't really affect a whole lot. I can bring you over if I want for some reason and take off your eye. Okay, then what? I guess... Guess I could have left you in here instead of bringing you down and around, except no, I couldn't have. Alright, let's take the waypoint then. How will this help me? Okay, so what controls you? That does. Okay. I can go to this one and have an opportunity to actually get back. That's interesting. Instead of that, let me have you depoise. Oops. Sure, check this out. That's not helping me at all. Well, the bomb bug's gone now. I guess I'm trying to sacrifice this statue here. Bumbug can't do it, other thing can't do it, Angry Eye. Well, let's see, if I went here and then here, then I can get the statue. There we go. You made a mess though. Yeah, that might be fixable. It's not with those pushed. So this is open now, so if I can redo what I did to get there, which I can easily, I can at least leave with that waypoint activated and stop having to worry about that problem. And it should be simple, I think. Whoop. Okay. So a couple of statues are in the way, just, I guess, do this, sure. And not that, yeah, this. Okay. Sure, whatever, just chew. There's a statue on top of this, which is not what I would prefer, but I can work with it. Grrr. Okay. Waypoint activated, and I can escape. What else is here? Right, toggle door. Okay, so that's the last waypoint activated, right? Yes, no more gray flashing here. Okay. Okay, so now... Why? This toggles with that. Am I supposed to do something with this monster block? Okay. Where would I even start on this? Okay, I know where I would start. Kill each monster in front of you in the simplest way possible. Don't worry about anything beyond that. Learn which ones are complicated, and then deal with those specifically. Okay? That old plan. So the simplest way to deal with you is going to be like this. There. Okay. Here's a monster block. It can go in the sky. That opens with the sacrifice altar over there, so I don't know why I'd interact with the other stuff yet. Okay. There's a lot of monster blocks, actually. Okay, what's your story? Okay, so sacrifice here to kill that monster block. Sacrifice here to kill several monster blocks. Who gets sacrificed here? It's surrounded by pillars. If I lured a statue in... then theoretically I could blow it up, maybe. What statue would that be? This one, maybe? I could waypoint to here and pull it off, and I don't think I could get it in there and escape. This whole area is kind of a big problem. Ah, but what if... I see a way to reduce the size of the problem. Okay, well, let's do that then. I didn't want to go up here yet. Problem size reduction comes from this statue walking through here and dying somewhere where it won't get in the way, and good luck figuring out where that could possibly be. That looks like about the best spot I'm gonna get from where I am. Maybe this is okay? Let's imagine that might be okay. Autumn tree, by the way. What's your story? I guess I need to stand up high and deal with you. I want to look at what's here, but I can't. Well, it's a pillar to myself with nothing on it. Then south of that, a stack of 4 blocks. I was here for a reason once. So I can decide whether this is scary or not. I guess that'll halt the ferry if this is out of the way, which I could make happen. It will not, because this is closer. Okay, anyway, the plan had been to push some things into the water here. However, don't I only have one thing I can push? So I'll need to... Okay, if I go back up high... I think I can make this happen? Again, I'm just dealing with one problem at a time here and ignoring all others. If I took the ferry, you would awaken, and that's... Well, what does that do? It stops the ferry here. So I think I just want to let you pass by me. Oh, I see how this is. This is a second ferry loop. If that's down, and this is closed, this is... If that's down and this is open, so pacified, ferry enters here, and that's how I... Okay, so you're going to be a problem? But that is how I will do something. Okay. However, I do need a stepping stone here, which is what I was trying to make happen. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to. If one of those could have been awakened a little bit earlier, maybe I could have done something with it. Okay, so realistically not a lot happened there. Right, I'm trying to deal with the monster blocks. I want to get a statue here. Ah, standing here I can awaken you. Aha, I like that. So hold on, maybe I was okay. Better if I use that for this water. Okay. Wake up, come here, get splooshed. This block splooshes the other way, and now I have a bridge. That is nice. Okay, I don't have a waypoint I can use from here, though. I guess I'd like to gain access to this one, so that's why I would take the ferry all the way around. To be able to do that, I want... the statues who'd be looking at me... Whoa! To stop doing such a thing. I'll put this down... That gets you kind of stuck. Here, why don't I use you on this sacrifice altar? Seems a little early for that. All that does is open up the other ferry, but what else am I going to do with that statue? Well, put it here, maybe? I need either someone diagonal moving or something else. Yeah, hang on a second. Let's go back a bit. Was there a potential for you to get in there? Oh, no. No. No, you're pretty much gonna have to do what you did. Now I could bring you down here, which is not too helpful, actually. No, I think I have to stash you there. That's pretty much the spot. Okay. What if I didn't do that? I don't get the point of this yet. Doesn't seem to me like it has a point. Wait, whoops. So cool, but he gets out. Okay, I want to blow him up in there, but... well, I can blow him up here. Not quite what I want, though. Oh, hang on a second. Is there any use in... no. So this... oh no, this can't move. I could have the statue move it. I don't see any use to doing that, though. Now, okay, I guess the other thing is if I'm ferrying around here, I can push this over and get a block on top of that bumbug. Why would I do that, though? I don't know. What does this pressure plate do? Oops. Several things of some interest. I guess the idea is that I would put this on it. Closes this? Odd. So I'm assuming the actual form of this that I want looks something like that. That will get the angry eye down so it's not shooting at me as the ferry goes this way. And I can also kill it as we go by each other. If I wanted, I could do that. Or this. Don't think I want that, though. This is a space I can step, that's a space I can break. For you, I need to be up high, and yeah, alright. Could you be the one to go here? I don't think it'll quite work that way. Okay, well, let's try and bring the ferry. To do that, I need this toggled. To toggle that, I need to be there. To do that, that's not too bad. I don't think this window does anything, but I don't know that yet. Okay, so ferry toggle has been... oh. Ferry toggle has been used. Hop on quick. I did not change that part of the switchboard, so I wanna. And I wanna do it first. Okay. Then... toggle a toggle. Hop up quick. Killed. And now there's you. Now hold on, before I do that. Let's leave the angry eye for a second. What can I do with this statue? Nothing. If I wait for the ferry... Yeah, it will loop back around. Can I do something here? You stopped. Of course you did. I mean, the angle is just not right for getting that statue there. Well, can I first deal with it, then hop back up onto the ferry again? No. Not really, because... Okay. Okay, let's do something different. I have some ideas. So before I switch the ferry, I'm gonna yes, I do want to do this part. That's fine, that doesn't harm anything. Do I need to do this? Probably at some point. I would have liked to have left you asleep, but I suppose I'll just sacrifice you here now. Because that's just what naturally happens. Now, but then I got this other second fairy bug. Maybe that's okay? Okay, but can I just do all these operations without dealing with second fairy bug? Not really? Can I, like, do a balancing act here and make it there in time? Not really. I'm better off going right away. Not very much better off, though. I guess with this closed, I can pull that bomb bug north to here and out of my way momentarily. So for now, oh no, I can't because it's still scared by this. Well, alright. No, okay, you know what? You're done with your job. I would like you to retire. I don't want your replacement to come on the scene just yet. Alright, you've retired. The block you were using goes here now. Then I can freely do this for a bit until your replacement is here. Ah, but I get around so I don't move the replacement. Okay, great. Replacement comes in. I'm gonna ride it. I have a plan. I don't know if it's any good, but I have one. A statue has awakened. That's disrupting my plan slightly. Can I do something about that? Options are limited. I guess I can just put you in a place where you won't see me right away. It's the best I feel like I can do at the moment. Technically that's recoverable with sufficient effort. Like if this goes down, I get that out of the way, I push this over, down, left, right, get it back, put that back in the way, reclose. Yeah, that's actually not too hard to do. Okay, but for now, let's just see how this works. I run all the way around, you awaken, and that's bad. Alright, you know what? Let's do that then. Clink. You're very afraid. This goes here for now. Stasha in, oh, don't like the spot, but it'll have to do. Actually, this spot won't do at all. Could you maybe be the one who goes here? Not quite, but almost. Maybe I can do better than almost. Or maybe not. Okay. Where can you go? There is no place you can go without seeing me. So I guess you're just gonna have to see me and I'll have to deal with that. Okay, well, this is not now a complete solution, I would say. But... Do I want the switchboard that way? What am I trying to do at the moment? I'm trying to get this open, which means I'm trying to go here, which mostly just means I need access to a waypoint. But this will give me access to a waypoint. So the one I get access to is this one, I guess. I don't know if these do anything in particular. They probably once made it harder for me to activate other waypoints. Now, that problem statue. What exactly happens if I go here and do this? It chases after me and stops my ferry. So I guess what I was thinking, to temporarily deal with you, problem boy, is something like this. Just so it doesn't mess with me. And maybe that's recoverable still? I'm out of statues nearly. Got 2 left, and only 1 can get to its destination, I think. I guess I will have to remove that poison, that's fine. Monster block was dropped. Okay. I have free access to waypoints in, like, the 3 main partitions of the room, it feels like. Does this... yeah, that's... this is like the final altar. So the main thing it feels like I now really need to do is get this statue onto that altar, and that would mostly solve the room, I think? Monster blocks that are not solved by that. Okay, this one I push manually onto there. I see why that is. This one I can just shove into the water here. And all the rest I've already dealt with. Okay. Am I actually close to a solve? I mean, the main remaining problem is still getting this statue onto that altar. How impossible is that? First of all, this needs to get out of here. I will... oh boy. Okay. How will I do any of this? I guess this is fine. I will use that to halt the movement of this thingy. And get me all jammed up so I can't move either. Okay, instead of doing that then... whoa. It's kind of a problem for me that you're running around as you are. But my means to do anything about that are very limited. Well, okay. Here's a temporary halt, which does get that out of the way of the other thing. It's not in a recoverable spot, though. Okay, better idea. Let's see, I'm gonna be just behind you for this. That should pause your cycle. There we go. Okay. Cycle paused. Cycle resumed. Not what I wanted. But maybe I can send you into the other loop now? That's probably fine. Okay, well, I mean, what's the problem with this? I can hop up onto you using Actually, I can't quite. I'm gonna need the switchboard the other way. That's fine, I can do that. Which should mean... Okay, let's not do that yet. I'm gonna leave you as you are. Or maybe... Yeah, I'm gonna leave you as you are for now. This is sufficiently out of the way. Kinda. Until... I guess I could do... No. Wait, hold on. Could I do this, 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 this? There we go. Good enough. Now I have the means to move this down and back onto that and throw the switch. That throws the switch back, not what I want. Okay. So now the real questions. How move statue? So that tall thing blocks your sight line, that's one of its purposes, maybe the main one. Then you awaken. Then you block my fairy, after a second, and it stops moving. None of this does what I need it to. I can slide you over a bit. You can slide this over a bit. But who cares? You're gonna break it right now. Or right now. Okay. What would help me with this situation? That old flying snake? Did I need to bring that thing all the way in here or something? To buffer the statue? What's this for? Nothing as far as I know. And I can't actually... Oh, I can hop off without the statue seeing. So you'll run a loop as many times as I want you to. But when the oh, wait a second. Wait. There's stuff I can do from where I am. Wait, no. If I... Okay, so if I'm up on the pillar... That has changed the situation. This changes it in a way I don't want. So what if from here... Oh, I need to throw the switch again. Maybe that's okay? I'll have to see. I'm not actually seeing how this solves my problem, but... I'm still gonna give it a try. So I wait for, whoops, you to be here-ish. Do that. Let's start this cycle over. Here we go. So I can remount. Alright, so options are this. Keeps me up at height 2 if I want. This does open up some options, doesn't it? Nearly? But then you just get out. I could go here and do this and get taxied a bit and still not have what I want. Okay, but the other option is I could wait and do... Wait, I've already done that. Other option is I don't wait and do this. Unclear usefulness. Perhaps there is none. Also, that angry eye is still alive. And if I'm not using the ferry... No, I need to use the ferry. Well, okay, what if... Before I do this process... See, I can now move this over a little bit. In case you can tell, it's unclear how I'm helping my situation, if at all. But maybe I am somehow. Oh, you awaken from there. Still gotta deal with the angry eye, though. Still gotta deal with the angry eye, though. When I was up here... Well, am I sure this is wrong? No? I am not sure this is wrong. I mean, it probably is. Okay, so if I can't do anything about that. If I wait for you to go by, that's the best I can do. Oh, hold on. If I don't need to throw the switch again, I can fix the ferry from here. But that happens. Even so, none of this helps me get a statue here while I'm in a region where the bomb bug can explode, does it? That's what I need to conceive of doing. Can't mount the ferry in time for this. Well, okay. I can bracket the statue here. Then... Oh, maybe I can make something happen here. I got some ideas. This will unbracket the statue, but I can probably get it back there again. I can park you in there if I wanted. So this is like kinda close. This mostly... I don't actually want that to happen. This mostly gets the statue where I wanted it. Mostly? Almost? Not quite actually, though. I can't remount you again. If I could make use of this to stand on it here, then it would block you. If I could somehow put it here? Without the rubble on it? Unstack the rubble, or have gotten the statue off. Push that here, get around it, push it here, open that, push it here, have something I can jump onto to remount the ferry, so that I don't have to throw the switch to send it on this loop again to get access to a mount point. Then, it's just the impossible matter of wrangling the statue into place while I'm down here. Like, how do I think that's gonna happen? I think it's not. I guess, okay, so one thing this does... Hey, Fairy, I want your help. Yeah, I want it, but I'm not getting it. Hey! Okay, what if I jumped off... here instead? What am I doing? Nothing. I still need you to kill it, Angry Eye. But like this I have access to nothing. So most promising still kind of seems to be that. Because that lets me both kill the Angry Eye and have still access to stuff. And it gives this mechanism a reason for being. And I feel like that mechanism should have a reason for being. Okay. Oh wait, I don't want to actually do that yet. Something like this. Okay, so if this still is the most promising looking, I kill the Angry Eye, and I awaken the statue, and I stay up high, all at the same time. And I get a lot of distance on the statue. I can even bracket it here. But this is where things stop making sense. I can also do this, which also doesn't make sense. I guess you could carry this block away. Why though? I guess I'm imagining there's somehow being enough stuff here to stop you from escaping that spot? No, wait a second. If I do that, I'm not high enough to awaken you. I can get rid of the Angry Eye, sure. I can expel the block, sure, but the statue is stuck. If I wait a moment... No way. It's actually closer than I thought. I can't push this here because that needs to be used by you. To, like, stop the bomb bug from moving south. So, what variable that changed would help me with this in any way? Okay, tool I'm not using. I do have one. Okay, that's fine. I can just let you go in there and have a little adventure of your own. Actually, let's put this... here, and then you'll just stand still, which is alright, maybe? How do you expect to use this tool? Realistically, I don't think I can. Well... I can put those up permanently. What does that do? Maybe that does something I like. Can't actually tell, but maybe it does. Okay, so this is gonna be all messed up? Oh, in a few ways. Can't escape like that. Okay, so I guess I needed to... Okay, I can do all of those things nearly. Not actually, though. Is there a way to be quick enough with that? Let's just not have the bum bug on that. Oh, right, here's what I can do. I can pause its cycle. I've done this before. That's away. Alright, cycle pause. This goes here. Maybe I can do something with it. Oh! There's almost something I like about this. I don't think it quite works, but, well... whatever. I'll see. So that's a sightline blocker for the statue. I could move this around and then not have it see me. After having moved that around. Okay. I can also do this, which I don't think I want. See, I put statue rubble here, and that's probably messing me up. Gonna try some of my possibilities again. With this in existence. So the door there is closed. All these doors are closed permanently. Well, I can still smack the bomb bug if I can get back up high, which how would I do? I would not. I guess I can do this, which seems profoundly useless. In theory, I could still send you back out. And I could repair the ferry to the point where I could still awaken that statue. It's just, I can't get it here while I'm up where I want to be. It's just not gonna happen, is it? Alright, well let's see, yeah, so I can detonate that from there. I can escape this. Oh, actually, no, you will never escape that, because north is scarier than west. So this just breaks you permanently. Okay. What would I change? Alright, so is it a statue that goes here? Like, I don't even know. It's the one that can step in diagonally. Someone else, if they were up high, could theoretically go in orthogonally. There is absolutely no way that flying snake is making it from here to there. Not a chance. But what kind of precondition makes it possible for a statue to actually go here and stay? Oh, I know one. Hold on a second. Wild ideas are occurring. Did I want to have pushed this over as I did? I think it's fine if I do, yes. So that might look weird, but I'm not so sure it's the wrong answer. Let's see, how is this? I'd actually rather have it, well... Can I unstack that? Oh, I can get another block. Now, hold on. Check this out. Well, do it without putting that right there. Alright, you just sit here for now. Woo! Okay. Where can I keep you? I guess I will put you in here then. This is a huge mess, but, like, in the best way. So I got a block out, and I can still waypoint up there and be high enough to mount the ferry. So extra block here. Extra block here can't go much of anywhere. I was gonna put it here and have a smooth surface for the statue to, like, get in this alcove like I did. Waypoint up here, have it slide over, waypoint down there, have it in here. Problem is, I have to walk around this path and it'll get out that way. If I could, like, put a block here and here, then that would prevent that, but... could I do that? Well, no. This rebel being here feels like it would solve a lot of my problems, but that's not a compatible spot for it. I can't put it there ever. I could put it here, though. Oh, maybe that's what I wanted. Okay, so a lot of the stuff I did... Here, well, I got that replay. That was like a million years ago that I actually killed that statue, though. That was one of the first things I did. That was like the first thing I did, wasn't it? I think it was, actually. Well, not quite. I dealt with Flying Snake and Cyclops first, but those can wait. Flying Snake might not. What am I doing? Okay, it was like... not the first thing I did, but alright, so, sure. How did I deal with Cyclops? I think I just put it up here and gave it a gentle little smack. It wasn't actually very gentle. I need to open this. And then you don't have another job, so I just do that. Sure, I can do that if I want. You go away. That doesn't matter? Okay, this is killed by that altar. Not something I really have to worry about much. Alright, anyway, my next move was indeed... actually, why don't I make my next move to, Ooh, I don't want to blow up that statue. Okay, so I need to go here, awaken, depoison, depoison. Oops. Okay, so that took care of some things that I wanted it to do. That important statue awakens. Okay, now... There's a block in my way. So I can't just put it there. It would be compatible. I guess that's why I need to use this route, but that won't work either. Well, it could. I could slide these around and not awaken them yet. Alright, sure. Let's imagine that's what I want to do. I don't want to ride you. What does this do? What does that do? Well, I can't even get to it. Anyway, just slide... Oh, that's fine. You're just going on that altar anyway. Well, okay, that has consequences. But, well... Oh, okay. No, that has a lot of consequences, actually. If I ride... I die. Nothing improves... No, this is just the same thing again. I can't corner this. That's not going to work. It's pretty hard to put that statue anywhere except right here. Once I'm down here, maybe this is okay. It's just like a whole lot of side effects are suddenly happening, and my means of escape... I had plans for this statue. What were my plans for that statue? To go in this water? I can probably do something else there. Okay. Gonna change history a little bit here. I can dodge you, open this. Oh, well, that's... just wait a second. This will become a problem shortly. Okay, before I do that, I need to prepare. Here we go. There's a sightline blocker for you. Oh, actually, that solves a couple of problems at once, doesn't it? It just might. So now I can go over here freely. And do what exactly? I sort of had a plan once. I want this north, right here-ish. I want this here-ish. Interrupting you. I'm gonna push this in manually. Okay, then what are you going to do? I guess I'll... Well, no, I push this back out. Like this. Ooh. One high statue in this area. So I've repeated... Oh, that's a problem. Lots of things I don't like about that. Could I just leave you there for a minute and do some of my other business? I feel like I'd have a hard time doing my other business. But let's try. I think at some point I want that. Well, so one ferry has to explode. What if it exploded right in the area of this? The other one comes out and takes its place. Maybe that's good? Maybe I could work with that. So now my only means of escape is to do this, which I only get to do once. And if I want this block... well... that's okay, I can get it later. So yeah, again, the one fairy explodes, and I think that can happen now, can't it? Okay, so what have I gained from doing what I've done here? This statue's still here and alive. Ah, could you be the one who goes here? I mean... you know, I still don't actually have a plan for how I'm going to get anything here. There's just vaguely the idea that I could somehow get, like, obstacles there. Okay, yeah, so a statue rebel here. How close to plausible is that? I see a way I could believe. If it were there, what would happen? And then I would put something here and here. Okay, so those are actually not possible. Are they? If I had a stack of 2 right here and I was on this pillar, well, those wouldn't happen at the same time. I have these permanently closed, meaning I have to be up here to smack the bomb bug to actually kill the statue that's supposed to be there. Ah! Whatever it is that gets a sacrifice here, it is very, very deep on one of the many branching paths that are opened up to me, most of which are probably dead ends, so I just have to explore these probably dead end paths to the end in order to learn, like, what I even can do here. So... okay, I guess I had at one point a plan to blow up the fairy in this spot, so let's go ahead and do that. I gain this block. I suppose one job you can do for me is to put a block here. Wait, if this is here... simpler solution. Statue rubble... 2 statues at once looking at me? Get them both coming in here, kill one there, leave the other alive, push this down and around. It causes a lot of downstream problems, but if I could do that, then I could explode the live one here. Destroy all that stuff and never be able to ferry around and kill this angry eye. No. Alright, you know what? I did about as much as I can in this room. I see the key problem now. So I've discovered what's hard in the room, and it is sacrificing here. I'm gonna come back another day and maybe I'll have a better idea which of the many, many, many forking paths... Is it that many? It's a few. They're all very deep is the thing. Like, I can see the end state I want. I see that there are a lot of things I can move around to a lot of places. But how to make those two meet each other is unclear so far. Anyway, yeah, so next time maybe I'll have some ideas for this, or maybe I'll go somewhere else.